Because of actions going on, we didn't get to see more from the Nigeria Professional Football League, but the Nigeria National League got us talking, and again, another away victory. The NNL is on fire this season.
Austin, absolutely unbelievable. You know, I watched Heartland play my people FC at Highgate Stadium. You know, you needed to be there. The atmosphere was like a Premier League game.
Wow.
You know, the fans were able to relate with the history of Heartland and their opponents, and it was fun. For me, the action has shifted to the NNL. I mean, two away wins this weekend.
That's right.
Heartland beating my people 1-0, and the following day on the same venue, a Crown of Ogbomoso beat AS Racing 3-1.
Wow.
You know, and nothing happened.
In the Northern Conference, Sokoto United beat FRSC of Abuja 1-0. As you can see on the screen.
Wow.
A lot of away results. So some teams having as much as 3 away wins from 7 games.
Yeah.
It's remarkable.
And Bayelsa United still
Bayelsa, Go Round, Gateway, Heartland. Wow, it's a tough.
Delta Force.
It's tough. Delta Force, I mean, it's very tough in the Southern Conference of the National League.
Wow.
Even in the Northern Conference, where you have Kwara United, you have Sokoto United.
And they have two outstanding. And they have two outstanding.
Yes.
And if you look at the gap between Kwara and the top teams, just 2 points. And they score a lot of goals. You know, both in the Northern and Southern Conference, you see them +5, +4. You know, goals are being scored plenty. And the action is, you know, unbelievable, Austin.
That's the breakdown of action from the Northern Conference, NNL Week 5. That's for the Northern Conference. 1 draw, 1 away win. Fantastic. Sokoto defeating FRSC 1-0, 3 home wins, and then they scored 5 goals. Let's go to the conference that is on fire, the Southern Conference. I told you, Heartland, they needed that victory, and they got it. Beating my people 1-0. Osun United defeated Go Round 2-1. Bapilo and Gateway played goalless. Abia Comets defeated First Bank to Aqua Starlets and Delta Force. Delta Force again, decent results for them because that's a difficult ground to go, of course. AS Racing lost to Crown FC of Ogbomoso. Fantastic for our league, particularly at the second tie. Remember, this is the league where you can monitor to know the teams that will make it to the MPFL. So we need to follow it closely. Bayelsa United, let it be known, still unbeaten.
Yeah, that's the result for me. Insurance going to Bayelsa and getting in Nimbe. They play in Nimbe.
Yeah, they play in Nimbe.
1-1. That's the result for me. Result of the week.
First draw, Bayelsa United.
First time they're dropping points. Yeah. All right. So that's the result for me. Insurance of Benin. The governor says they want to revive the club. That's a good step. Good result against Bayelsa. That's for me key, very key. Slowing down Bayelsa United for the likes of Heartland, for the likes of Go Round, for the likes of Crown. I mean, it's very competitive.
Very.
And with that sort of result, Warri Wolves will jump on it, and then they won that one.
Warri Wolves are bottom, 17 out of 18 on the log.
They beat Ikorodu United. I mean, this
is 17 against 18.
It's 17 against 18.
Bottom is a relegation dogfight. Warri Wolves, 2 teams that came from the Premier League last season are bottom of the NNL. And that's what we've always said. Don't take things for granted. Don't think that you go down, you can easily come up. Warri Wolves and Ikorodu United are bottom of the NNL as we speak, and it doesn't look good for them.
Mentioned that as after week 8. So if at week 8 you think you can now start fighting to come back, then other teams will not just be watching. So that's it. The NNL giving us good reasons to talk. We love it. 2 draws, 2 away victories, 2 away victories. So those of you that say, oh, only the home teams win in Nigerian football. No, follow it closely, particularly the Nigerian National League. We are seeing good football. Teams travel away from home and they win. 5 home wins, 19 goals scored. That's a breakdown of week 8 of the Nigerian National League. Let's get on with the show now. Talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Reports. That's all we hear. You know why? Because people love the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Tony Bito is the media officer. Tony, the latest talk is that Nigerians are worried. Where do we get money to pay players, allowances, bonuses? And a report says that player says, look, no problem. For the World Cup qualifiers, we can play for free.
That's the most outrageous piece of stories you will ever find anywhere. That the Eagles are saying they're going to play for free. No.
Can't it be done? This is for country.
No, the boys are not playing for free. The boys are just being patriotic, and they are saying that we are not going to allow issues of our bonuses and allowances affect how we play. It's not a matter of saying we will play for free. No, they have not been called to come and play for Nigeria for free. Nigeria is a big country. It's a privilege to serve and work for Nigeria, and Nigeria is not saying come and work for free. No, that story is not true. It's very false, and it's once again we are calling on our friends in the media. Such stories, you verify, be sure of the kind of information you push out. These boys, we had a meeting after this game against Senegal, where they said, look, we know what the issues are, we know what funding. We just talked about basketball, we just talked about table tennis, we talked about the wrestlers not being able to get what they need to travel around, and we know that there's positive up front everywhere. And the boys said, look, this is not going to affect us. It's different from we are playing for free. No, that's not true. The boys are fired up. The boys want to focus on the Nations Cup qualifiers against South Africa in June. It's a long time we went to the Nations Cup, and they want to also make it to the World Cup by the time we play against Cameroon home and away. So they are not allowing it to affect their commitment level. That's the story. Right. Not that they're going to play for free. It's very, very false. It's very, very untrue. But at the same time, we can also use this opportunity to appeal to the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports that whatever you need to do, these are crucial competitions coming ahead of the team. Don't let's take these boys for granted and say because they have said they are not going to fight for bonus and distract themselves with the issues of allowances, they will forget to do what we need to do. They can also work and make it happen for the boys.
The players doesn't even really bother me, Toyin. The coach, what is the status as regards his payment? Because the last time we were here, we know very well that he's being owed for 3 months. Does it worry the coach? Is he asking questions?
You know, it's the same issue of the players that affects the coach. It's the same issue. And, you know, I'm not sure we've had a better set of players and a coach like we have at the moment. Those who are focused on what the job is at the moment. Immediately he got the Nigerian job, remember? A lot of people asked questions about, are you ready to be hold? And he says, look, where I was coming from, I had a lot of backlog, but I'm a professional, I focus on my job, and I deliver, and I believe that my contract will be honored. And it's the same thing that applies at the moment. The NFF are doing a lot to make him happy. He's a very happy coach. He's been able to bond his team together and make camp very enjoyable, makes everybody enjoy the work, even with the little challenges that we have. So that man, right now, if you give him the World Cup ticket and you say keep your salary for a while longer, he will take the World Cup ticket.
But money will motivate. Okay, that's it. let's take a breather now. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.